Your price is too expensive. Hey yo, what's up everybody? Zen here with another episode of this series on how to overcome objections. Today, I will share with you the Zen method. All right, I thought I'd just make that one up. No, but really, these are the 3 steps that I do to overcome a pricing objection. You are too expensive. Okay. The Z is tip number 1. Zip it. Literally, just bit. Literally, just listen intently. Not just listen, like open your ears, look with your eyes intently, and break down exactly what they're trying to say. And you know how you do this? With E, number 2. By examining what they're trying to say. And so, for me, one method of listening and tuning in and examining without talking is literally to just stay quiet and to use your eyes to give the other person a nudge. And in your mind, literally in your mind, say, "Tell me more." Yeah, telepathically. Literally telepathically. So here's the technique. It's called the pregnant pause. Most folks would use that, but I like to talk to people with my eyes. So for instance, on Zoom, right? We're all on Zoom, and I write my notes like this on my left monitor. So I'll write my notes like this. So I'm writing my notes, right? And then the minute they say it's too expensive, I literally stop what I'm doing, and I look at them. Let me try that again. Hold on. Wait. So I'm writing my notes, and then you guys try it. It's too expensive. I'm not saying anything. I'm literally thinking, "Tell me more." And this typically opens up a whole slew of situational concerns outside of pricing. That's the Jedi mind trick. They're not even talking about pricing anymore. They're just saying, well, it's too expensive because, and they'll say something like, "We only want 2 seats and you bulk in like 15 seats, and it's only me and my co-founder and XYZ. And so right there, you learned without saying anything that there's only 2 of them. It's a startup. It's literally him and his co-founder. They don't have anyone else on their team. They probably do not have the budget. And so one way to overcome the it's too expensive is obviously, because you've listened, you could go ahead and provide a discount, right? So, well, why don't I do this? I hear you loud and clear. This is what I usually say. Let me try to help you. Let me go ahead and talk to our leaders here and talk about your special situation, and I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you tomorrow. And I stop right there. The last method. No, actually, I want to do one more thing. I actually want to share another example with no I want to use I want to give another example I can't say the client's name. This just recently happened, and this particular client purchased an enterprise account, and the enterprise account here is, which I can't say until you hop on a call with me. Let's just say it's up there. And after they've signed the contract, they actually got onboarded and introduced to our client success manager. And then 2 weeks later, they came back and said, it's too expensive. We want to go back on a lower tier. And so my customer success manager had to bring me into this call. And I hopped in there. And the first thing I did is, of course, the final method. So the first is Z, right? Zip it. Listen intently. E is examine, literally probe, like with your eyes, not zip it. The last method is to nurture. Encourage the growth of development of your prospect by helping them realize the nature of their problem. So understand, like encourage them to like continue to grow, tell me more, develop more. So to nurture, the best way to get what you want is to significantly consider what the other person wants, what the other prospect wants. So in this situation with this particular client, we hopped on a call and she said, it's too expensive, we don't see the value, and this and that. And she even goes as far as saying, can we retract the contract and go back to this tier? And I had to politely say, after listening to her, unfortunately, no. And here's why. And so the reason why they couldn't move on a lower self-serve plan is because they're on a master service agreement. And a master service agreement gets you additional protection as an enterprise account. And with that additional protection, insurances are involved, limited liabilities are involved, things that are outside of our control. Even though they're speculative, it's when the lawyers and the big boys get involved and they start negotiating, what if this happens? How do we protect our brand? And so by helping her understand that situation, and that was the nature of the whole enterprise situation, she then understood, oh, that's right. That's why we had to be on the enterprise plan. It's not because it's too expensive. It was because our brand wanted additional protection because we are a blue chip company. Something like that, okay? So that's just an example of what happened. And so by nurturing, right, by listening, by being quiet, examining, and then nurturing the other person's situation, understanding the nature and the positions of everyone on the call, you're creating reciprocity. So there you go. Because when you reciprocate, right, it transforms your prospect from a prospect is such a bad word, I don't really like it, into an ally. So now they're an evangelist. And I have a great video on this topic on how to transform your prospect into an evangelist, into an ally. Watch how Josh Gillespie talks about his champion and how his champion helps him close deals. So in this episode, you will learn how to convert a prospect into an evangelist. Let's check it out.
It's really important that I focus all of my activities on just my top end, my top priority activities that are going to have the greatest potential impact on any individual sale within those like 20 named accounts. If you don't recognize in your heart that someone like loves your product and is really going to go back to you and almost put their job on the line for your product, you need to get out of that sales cycle. It's not going to happen for you, because at the end of the day, that's what you need, is someone in a boardroom with the CEO and a suite of other people to stand up, because you're not going to be there. most likely you're not going to be there unless you're flying around the world and really closing $1 million deals. You're not going to be in that room with that steering committee. So you need more than a champion. We think of it, or I think of it as an evangelist, someone who's like, I believe in Panadoc, or I believe in this product. It's new to market. It's not maybe enterprise grade, but this is what they're doing differently. And we can make an investment here that in 3 years we'll do this. And so you definitely need to build somebody up like well beyond what we would even think of as a typical champion. Someone that's like, yes, like thinks of it as an initiative that they're going to get credit for. And if it goes well, they'll get promoted.
So there you go. By transforming your prospect into an ally, it opens up incredible opportunities. And the next time someone says your price is too high, try the Zen method. Total spoof. I just totally made that up because of all the bands and but I hope you enjoy this content, and if you like it, make sure you subscribe.
Bring that ass back like a boom boom.